Kyrie. It's not what Kyrie sees, it's how he sees it. He asks questions that aren't easily answered, challenges as he improvises. With the East wide open, can the NBA's most original thinker lead Brooklyn to the promised land? Now Kyrie is profoundly unconventional. Irving thinks differently, speaks differently, plays differently, and takes paths that others don't even see, both on and off the court. Like the earth being flat, or him not playing in games for different reasons that we don't even know. But anyway, it's what makes him great. It's what makes him maddening. That's Irving. Always ready, always entertaining, rarely predictable. A little well off, but it's alright. It's that boldness, the defiant, unorthodox thinking that sent Irving to Brooklyn a year ago, and now he fuels the confidence of this young, uber-talented Nets team. Alongside Kevin Durant and James Harden, a lot of damage is to be done on the court. And on that court, Irving is as much as an artist as a point guard, a sculpture of mind-bending moves, physics-defying direction changes, and gift-worthy finishes. No one else quite plays like Kyrie, not in today's NBA, definitely not in the past time either. Where others seeing an impenetrable barrier, a double team, a triple team, Irving sees an opening, a chance to do something dazzling. And quite often, he does, even if it makes you look twice and really be amazed. Check out this layup package on March 12, 2015, when Kyrie set a career high of 57 points against the Spurs. Kyrie brought the ball up the court, waited for the beginning of a pick from Tristan Thompson behind the three-point line, dribbled behind his back, used the threat of the pick to make his defender think he was going one way, did a half spin move, then cut back the opposite direction of Thompson's pick. When Marco Bellinelli tried to reverse course, Kyrie, in a flash, crossed back to original direction and went to the cup. Look at poor Bellinelli, who in terms of basketball was in a whole different zip code. Tiago Splinter, who was guarding Thompson, tried to squeeze the space between himself and Thompson, which Kyrie knew, and he was going to wiggle through that. But Kyrie is a shapeshifter, so he just flattened his entire body out and slid past him. Then after, Kyrie focused on Danny Green, the last remaining defender between him and the rack. He sniffed out that Green had anticipated him going right. So Kyrie kind of faked to make him think that he guessed correctly. As soon as Green planted his foot, though, Kyrie Euro-stepped around him to his left, forcing Green to twist his body. And Kyrie got the angle to get past him. The whole play, all 8 of Kyrie's moves had strung together, lasted just about 5 seconds, which is simultaneously both incredible and extremely Kyrie. He's a master artist when it comes to finishing those layups. It takes a certain creativity and confidence to dissect the best NBA defenses, or design your own shoe, or make a feature film out of a character you created, or sing on the soundtrack of that film. Or say, to break up with the greatest player in the game. That's the audacious maneuver Kyrie did when he forced his way out of Cleveland. And it might be the most unconventional of all the things he's done. Irving was just 22 years old when James returned to Cleveland in 2014. He was already a 2-time All-Star, but yet to lead a team to a winning record, and he clashed with some teammates and coaches, stirring early doubts about his character. Very few stars arrive in the league fully formed as people or players, but most early impressions often stick and create a lasting haze. That Kyrie who strolled into the Nets locker room was not the same Kyrie who scuffled with Dion Waiters and butted heads with Mike Brown. This edition of Kyrie, still young at 28, with 9 years of NBA under his belt, 3 finals appearances, 1 ring, and 1 career-defining shot, he came in Brooklyn as a champion, a vet, and ready to show the world what he still had in store. If you love Kyrie's game, you like it for the work he put in. He's not exactly Russell Westbrook or LeBron, built or athletic. To the Kyrie skeptics, it's just the proof of his tunnel vision, his inability to see beyond himself. But maybe it's like his mentor, Kobe Bryant, or even Kobe's idol, Michael Jordan, or any number of dazzling talents in NBA history. The greats of this league always believe that they can do it all. As Bryant said, I trust a team, I just trust myself more. Selfishness, in other words, is in the eye of the beholder. And Kyrie is evolving here too, in subtle ways. Now definitely see it on the stat board. Kyrie is the same player he's always been, but you can see a willingness to move the ball, to dominate less, and blend his talents with his new crew, KD and Harden. Everybody can expect you to lead a championship team and then come back to the media and care about what everybody else says. Irving says, like, it's impossible. You're going to drive yourself nuts, and I did that. Now, of course, Kyrie is his own character. He still prods and pokes and challenges on a daily basis, forever testing his teammates' will and intellect. Now, some of his choices can definitely be head-scratching, and much like his prolonged unexplained absence from the team early this season, and also issuing a statement that he's not going to talk to the media on media day. But the media always lies and twists words, so it's not hard to understand where Irving is coming from. He's always had a contentious relationship with the media, and some of that, to be fair, is his fault. But sometimes the media just be going crazy, giving him ridiculous and poor treatment just for thinking differently than others. In particular, he was heavily criticized this summer ahead of the league's restart in the bubble. Irving was one of those players leading a group who were concerned that the returning to play would take away from the surging social justice movements across the country. In response, he was labeled as a disruptor by the national media. And we even saw Kendrick Perkins go live on TV and say, if you take Kyrie Irving's brain and put it on a bird right now, guess what that bird is going to do? It's going to fly backwards, because Kyrie right now, he's confused. Irving is not shy when it comes to his intellectual curiosity, although that hasn't been to his benefit. In February 2017, Irving went on Richard Jefferson's podcast and suggested that the earth is flat. The infamous comment has followed him for more than a year and a half, and it's definitely going to follow him even after he apologized for the statement this month at the Forbes 30 Under 30 Summit. With all that being said, it definitely helped feed into the stigma about Kyrie. Perhaps he's too focused on other things. Maybe not the right things, maybe they are, but who are we to say what's right and wrong? Basketball has taken me so far, Irving says. Basketball has taken me all across the world, met so many different people, cultivated so many different relationships. But at the same time, there are so many hours throughout the day. I get the game, I appreciate it, I do anything, I would die for this game. But it's like there's so much more to life than just focusing on basketball. You can make other people, you can make yourself happy doing it. You can learn a lot more, you can do a lot more. It's just figuring out how it fits for you, finding out that balance. Now that's it for Kyrie. Please give us a thumbs up if you made it this far. Go ahead and subscribe by the bell to the Sports Plug Nation. And as always, thank you for watching.